Funday here again. With our bags in hand, we begin. Shopping spree till we can't stand. Time to craft with thread and pen. Got some fabric, colors bright. Patterns that will bring delight. So until the morning light, everything just feels so right. Show our heart to everyone. Craft until the day is done. Sewing up a storm of fun. Sunday's never been so fun. Cut and stitch and start anew. Every project something new. Thread the needle, pull it through. Nothing we can't ever do. Bright and bold or soft and sweet. Every piece the one to meet. So in dreams we can't retreat. In our world so incomplete. Show our heart to everyone. Craft until the day is done. Sewing up a storm of fun. Sunday's never been so fun. And start anew. Every project something new. Thread the needle, pull it through. Nothing we can't ever do. Show our heart to it.
Hey. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. You're on mute, Miss Linda. You're on mute.
Hello.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, y'all. Hey. Praise the Lord. How y'all doing?
Hey, everybody. Hey, Shay. Hey, Miss Ann. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Donzel, Chrissy, Smurf Creations, and Miss Chris. Welcome in, everybody. Super excited to have you guys here with us today on this beautiful Sunday. It was a foggy day here in Dallas, but it turned out to be pretty decent. Still cold, though. Still cold. Been raining a lot here, Miss Linda. You been getting rain over there?
Yes, ma'am. Plenty of it, and it's still raining.
Oh, is it?
Hey, Miss Ann, Miss Chris, Miss Chrissy, Miss
Yes.
Sean, Miss Smurf. I can't even. The room. Hey, Miss Linda, room moving so fast.
Yeah, you want to say hey to the people? Look, she down here grunting at me. Come here. Look, she knows, and then she tries to run away, which is even more funny.
Welcome in, y'all. Hit the like button on your way in. Hello,
Yes,
hello.
please, and thank you. And if you haven't,
Yeah, it's coming your way, Miss Ann, and it's rough. The first part, you ain't gonna be able to see, and then the other one is lighter. If that's what's coming your way. Hey, Miss Joy. Oh, she said she'll. Miss Joy, I sent you an email, but I don't know if you got it though. Hey, honey, girl, honey.
say hey.
Hey, honey.
So she picked me up. I was trying to run away.
Hey,
Look at Miss
SJ
Linda.
Free. Hey, Donzel.
Hey, y'all, welcome in. All right, so today we got some fun stuff. We're gonna be doing some fun things. Let's see. It's the last Sunday in 2024, by the way. So thank you guys for being here with us for 2024. We're gonna be doing some good things in 2025. And so if you're not already a part of our community on the Facebook group, please consider joining the Facebook group because we're going to work on getting our schedule published inside of the Facebook group so that you'll be able to see what we're planning to do for the upcoming things. Now, I know that, Sean, your screen is not full. What does that mean?
I don't know. I mean, it's the regular. I don't know.
I don't know, Miss Joy.
Miss Joy. I don't know.
Okay. So what that means is you guys will be able to join in with us on Sundays. We're going to try to plan some things out and go from there.
Excuse me, Miss Sean. Miss Joy,
Mm-hmm.
you might have to leave and come back because some are saying that it's full. I see it the regular way too. Hey Shay Shay. So she
Hey,
might Miss
Shay
Joy
Shay.
might need to maybe leave Miss Sean and maybe try to
Mm-hmm.
come back because
Or
her
change the orientation of her device.
mhm.
Maybe if she's on a phone or tablet or something like that, you may have to change it around. Okay. All right. So we're going to be doing some cool stuff tonight. So one of the things that I've been doing over probably the past 4 or 5 years is this time of year I start making masks. And I'm not talking about the mask to cover your mouth, the mask to cover your eyes for Mardi Gras, because it's getting ready to be Mardi Gras time. And so people do like having custom masks, and I can make them. So, and so can you. So we're going to make a mask today. That's what I'm making. Miss Linda, what are you making today?
I'm making a hot pad, parkerontheporch.com. It's a hot pad. Guess you're gonna sit your pot on it, pan, bowl, whatever, and it's hot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so one of the things that I put down in the chat are the links to the mask that I'm making today. Also, a link to a couple of the other hot pads or pot holders that are out there on Creative Fabric. And they have some really cute ones for spring. There's like a lemon and a strawberry. So super cute. So in case you like to make one of those yourself. So that's how we're rolling today. The other thing that we're going to talk about is the different types of stabilizers. So with the use of lace and making lace, so the mask that I'm making is going to be a lace mask. I'm going to use a water soluble stabilizer, but this particular water soluble stabilizer is actually looks like a material versus what you're used to seeing as the plastic water soluble stabilizer. So if you take a look at this, it looks more material esque versus um, versus the normal clear or plastic stabilizer. So it is definitely cutaway, but it's a water one. So what I will do after the mask is done is soak it in water, and then we will have all of the mask. It'll harden, and then it'll be ready to go. Yes, the pot holders are going to be in the hoop, so it's all in the hoop. Everything we're doing today is 100% in the hoop, with the exception of the water part. That's going to be in the sink, and then
Miss
after.
Ann, you know me, child. In the hoop, in the hoop.
Right, right. So, since we're back at the embroidery machines this week, by the way, if you haven't already, that Mondo bag, Miss Linda and I are planning to start cutting out our pieces for the Mondo bag this week, so that we can actually make the Mondo bag next Sunday, the first Sunday in January. We're going to make that Mondo bag as our first project of the year. So if you've already ordered it or you want to work along with us, please feel free to do so. We're going to definitely start cutting the Mondo bag, and we can, it could be one of those things if we want, when we start trying to do some of it, we may go live or come in the group and go live or something like that. So we'll figure that out as the week progresses. But we're definitely going to start cutting out the pieces because there are a number of pieces. It's like over 100 and some little cuts, right, Miss Linda? How many squares is it?
196, I believe.
Yeah. So we want to go ahead and get a head start on that cutting because nobody wants to see us cut on a live. Like I don't even want to see us cut because like the prep for things like that takes a little time. So, but yes. All right, Miss Linda, what you been working on this week? I mean, I know it was Christmas. You enjoy Christmas?
It was very nice with the family. I started two other quilts and I was working on the quilt diva. Um, yeah. So, hello, Miss Marissa. Yeah. Miss Johanna, welcome. Yeah, and then I did a boxy bag yesterday. I don't know what I did with it though.
I know. You know what? I don't think I brought mine downstairs, but I did a boxy bag as well. That is so cute. We'll have to post pictures and put it in the chat if you don't have yours. I'll definitely have to post pictures because mine's upstairs.
Yeah, I did a little boo boo on mine. I don't think that my I don't think that I guess I did what she said to do, but it didn't come out right. But here's the boxy bag.
It's so cute.
My tabs, guys, is on the inside.
Hey,
Don't
tabs
ask me how
happen.
that happened, but you got two pockets on the side.
Those are
Um,
cute. I like
yeah,
that
it came out
fabric.
really nice. Thank you. It really came out really nice. But I'm gonna try it again.
It's really nice. And then you have the mesh pockets on the inside. I did the
Yes, ma'am.
same
Yes,
one.
ma'am.
It's very, very good. Very good. So, oh, we were doing another thing. We were making this scrappy quilt too. So we actually got a chance to do the scrappy
Thank you.
quilt and
Mhm.
present it because of all the orders that I had right before Christmas. I didn't get to finish my scrappy quilt, so I ended up with a scrappy runner versus quilt. So it won't
Yeah.
make it quilt stage. It'll be a runner though.
Well, I also did that same one, and I only did 4 block. I don't know if that's called a block, but I only did 4, and
Blocks. They're blocks.
it's gonna be a throw for Bentley.
Okay. Look, if it's anything like Honey, she loves her little throw. Like that thing we made on live one day with the small squares. She with the
Mhm.
9 squares. Remember we did the 9 square quilt?
Mhm.
She loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Okay, so I guess what we can do is get started on these and then we'll come back and talk about more on these stabilizers because I think someone asked one day about stabilizers for t-shirts and different colors. So I wanted to show you guys about some different colors. We'll talk about some different colors and things like that, but we need to get these machines running so you all will be able to see that. What we're working with. Miss Linda is doing applique. Does your pot holders have a theme, Miss Linda?
No, they're gonna be themed. Uh, uh, Thanksgiving, fall, whatever. Hey, I
Okay.
don't know. I'm just
Okay.
using a piece of scrap. I've been learning that
Okay.
save your scraps instead of throwing them away. So yeah, I'm on that.
Absolutely.
But I am
Absolutely.
going to use this as the top of it, though. Don't judge me, but I like this.
Oh, that's nice though. That's really nice. I like
That's
the
what I'm using on the
leaves.
top. Yes, ma'am.
I like the leaves. Sometimes we have all these scraps. I mean, we need to do some good stuff with them. So, um, yeah, I like that. Let me get mine started over here. And I'm gonna pull up both of the we have both the cameras. Let me change the view so you all will be able to see what we're doing. Make sure this thing gonna fit. I didn't do my trace beforehand. So now I do have 2 pieces of this water soluble stabilizer here because I wanted to make sure I had enough. Now,
Okay, Miss Joy. Yeah.
Trying to see. Ooh, something sounded really bad. Okay, hold on. My did my needle break? Oh my god, my needle broke. Yep, my needle broke right there. Now I gotta find it because what I don't want is what happened the last time.
Shay Shay, have you started on any of them projects yet? Hello, Shalonda, my sister from Simone Langley.
Hey Simone, congratulations! I heard you are celebrating retirement. Okay, so looks like I had a really interesting needle break, and I'm using variegated thread. So my thread here is supposed to be black and gold. So we're gonna see. I gotta make sure that I get that needle out of there. Let me make sure. So I have this, my little magnet here. And so I like moving it alongside in here because if you have anything, and then the other thing that I use is I also have a magnetic screwdriver. So I stick it up in here too to see if it'll pull anything out, just in case there's any pieces. Because don't nobody want pieces stuck up in there. Because let me tell you, the last time I had a piece stuck in my machine, I ended up having to replace the whole rotary. And that was not good. And literally, I had to replace it. I had to do it myself. So, like, I took out all the stuff and did it myself. So that becomes a thing. So now I'm just checking, and I may want to take off the needle plate just to make sure because I have not found the other part to the needle, and it's a nice piece. But I do not. Oh, I found it. Found it. The magnet found it. So it bent pretty bad. Um, so at least now I have it, and I can go on and switch out this needle and get it back to running. Of course, stuff like this doesn't happen until you're on live. Hey, craftable things, welcome in. Scanning cuts are so much fun. Yes, they are. Oh, did you get a scanning cut for Christmas, Simone? That is awesome. Hey, Miss Mary, welcome in. Anybody working on anything right now? Patrice, I saw the thing you all made. I was watching from my television. It was really pretty. The X's and O's. All right, so guys, I had a needle break.
Hello, Miss Mary. Hello, Miss Craftable Things, Patrice.
That thing, look how bad that broke. The light broke. I mean, yeah, it broke really bad. So let's replace our needle. These things happen. Now, if you're new to embroidery or you've been embroidering for some time, people will tell you that, needle breaks do happen. It is very important just to figure out why, which I actually used that needle earlier today. So I'm not too sure what's going on with it. But I'm gonna try it again. If it breaks again, then we may just move it to another one. But I keep all of my needles in a container like this, very similar to those containers where I keep my parts and pieces for other for my bag stuff. So just the same. And so all I'm looking for here is probably a grade 7511 universal needle, and then we'll go from there. I have, oh, she has a custom bonnet order, Miss Linda. Shay Shay is over there working.
Yeah, I got to have a little chat with her.
Let's see.
Oh, she says no, one of the magnetic devices. Is that for her hoops?
I'm sorry.
She says no, one of them. Miss Simone says no, one of the magnetic devices.
Oh, my magnet that I was using to pick up the piece of the.
Oh yeah.
The piece of the needle. Yeah, those magnets are amazing. I'm wondering if I should use a top stitch needle. That variegated thread is kind of thick. And it's
I
my
love
first time.
variegated threads. I know some people that don't like that different color thread on one, but I love it.
Well, see, that's the first. This is the first time I'm using this particular brand of thread. I normally just use variegated from and I can't remember. I think
Hello,
it's
precious pieces.
I normally just use my, and I may need a top stitch now that I think about it, because it is a little bit thicker. I didn't look at it to see what the weight was on it.
Hey, girl.
And I'm sitting here trying to find my other titanium needles because that's what I had in there. That's why that tip was gold. All right, so let's get this loaded in here. I tell you what, trying to, when you have to changing your needles, especially on these machines, can be a little bit difficult because of the fact that you have to thread the needle, you have to put all the stuff in there. It's not like if you have like a brother or one of the other ones where they assist you with threading the needle. On these industrial machines, you actually have to do it yourself. I'm not quite sure if you know what I mean.
Hi, Jessie.
So now, Miss Linda, do you have to? Is there a lot to the applique, or it literally is just a really good stitch out?
That's about it. I have to do. I just gotta let it take its course and just cut it out. I gotta flip it and put the thing on it, but no, it's not that. It's not that much to do. Kind of like
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. And in the hoop projects are really, really
Yeah, I
something
love
that
it.
if you're starting out and you're wanting to make some things, those are some really good things to sell at craft fairs. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm doing right now because the best way to line up your needle is with another needle. And so what I did was I got a needle from my brother collection because in case the needle drops, I don't want to confuse myself with the two needles. I normally would use the tip of my old needle to help me straighten the new needle. But since that needle just broke, it was like, I'm out of here, bye. And you got on glasses and using a magnifying glass. I'm trying to make sure my scarf is in the right place because it is so hard to see. Ooh, and see, this is what I thought it was going to fall out. And it did. One of the things, so normally On my machine, I actually change my Miss Linda knows this, but I'll take a Sunday morning when after I have a big job and I change all my needles. So that way I have a fresh new start on setting my needles. So now all I'm doing is making sure that I'm putting my scarf in correctly, because if you don't, that will cause a needle break, and that can actually cause damage to your machine, and you really don't want that. No one wants damage. Okay, so I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. As soon as I finish this, Miss Linda, did you have to do any special batting or anything for your pot holder?
Ma'am?
Do you have any special? Are you using any special batting or anything like that for your pot holder?
Yes, I use the warm zap, the warm and zap.
Oh,
Mm,
Rapid Zap.
yeah, that. I use that for the inside, because it'll hold the heat and it's not like regular batting. It's for hot stuff, uh,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I use. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, one of the things, and I don't know if Patrice is still in here. I know you guys were using. Delonda was changing her needle the other day, and she used a magnet. I do use a magnet as well. I'm not sure if you can see that. My magnet is this tiny. Let me. It is a cylinder looking magnet that I use, and basically you just put it right there at the eye of the needle. And if you can, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that, Miss Linda?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can tell if it is over just a little bit, and it's supposed to be for my machine. Now, I think for me, I think it's going a little too far, so I'm going to adjust it just a hair so that it is straight. Because what you don't want is for your needle to be too angled. It's mine is supposed to, according to my manual, it's supposed to have a little bit of a turn, but not that much. So I use that magnet to tell me where it is. And so what I'm going to do is using another pin, another needle. I'm holding the eye of that needle, and I'm just going to adjust it just a little bit. I guess I tightened it a lot. I didn't realize that. There we go. Okay. Move it just a hair and tighten it back up. But this keeps you from having it drop. So, Miss Linda, what else is on your list of things to do this week? Now, you have been now. If you guys did not see, did you post your new items, the new blankets that you made in the chat? I mean, in the group, Miss Linda.
Nope. Nope.
You
I need to
should
go ahead and do
post.
that, huh? Don't I?
And you know what else? You did not post those iPad holders either, because remember you were making them as a Christmas gift last Sunday, and you didn't want to show them, but they came out amazing.
And they was crazy about them too when they opened them too. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I was getting to it. I was getting to it.
Okay, because I mean, she embroidered on them, she quilted them, she did all the things to them. She did all the things. All right, so now this thread is thicker, and because of that, I don't know. I think I might need to. I might need to change my little idea here and actually change the thread, because that thread really is very thick, and I'm not sure what needle. So let me grab another variegated thread that is on the regular line. And by the way, guys, I have so much variegated thread on this wall behind me. From what it looks like to you guys, it looks like it is similar colors, but some of these have variegated threads colors in them. So I'm going to use some of that. Let's see, what can we go with here? I think I'm going to do a black and let's do a red and black. That should be nice. Okay, let's try this one because this thread is heavy, and I'll let you know as soon as I switch it out what the thickness of this thread is because it is definitely a different weight. It sure is. Um, and so I in its superior threads. Oh gosh, you know what? I should have. This is for my long arm. I really put the wrong thread on here. That's why my needle broke. It could not take the thread. So if you have the wrong thread, um, you can have these issues as well. And so that needle moved so fast, it was pulling up and it broke the needle by pulling backwards on it. So it's another part of tension that we don't pay attention to. No pun intended, but it is one of those things that you have to think about. So this thread here that I was using, it's still a 40 weight, but it is 3-ply, and I should have been using an 18. Um, it needs a 18-inch needle, which that is not what I was using at all. So one of the things that I do when I'm threading my machine is I will take the thread, tie a knot from the old thread and just pull it through. That way I don't have to rethread the entire machine. It just helps with that. All right, so that thicker thread requires a larger needle, which is why we had our thread break. And you can actually feel it. So I could feel that, and that's how I knew something was wrong. So now I normally do a lot of my masks on my one needle because of the fact that most of the time I'm not changing a whole lot of colors, but if there's one where I gotta have a whole lot of colors, I do bring it to the multi-needle. But when it is a variegated or just a solid color, maybe a different design that they're looking for, then I will do that. But again, thank you guys for joining the live, taking the time to hang out with us, catch up. All right, got this done. Now let's get this baby back rolling. And because of how it started out, I will back it up. But it didn't go that far. So let me grab my bobbin. Now that feels very loose too. So it's also good to check your bobbin. Make sure everything is intact before you start. And I did check it, but what I did do at the last minute was I changed my bobbin thread from white to black. And I know if Rachel's still in here, I know she loves herself some black bobbin. So we are almost done here changing out our needle. Because we broke the needle because our thread was too thick. It needed a size 18 needle for that thread, and that thread is specific for my long arm. So gotta be careful. But what I did not do is read, pay attention. My fault. All my fault. All right, we got that done. Now let's load the hoop back in. See, we hadn't done much, but let's get this mass rolling. How's yours coming, Miss Nutt? I didn't even ask you how long was your stitch out.
Oh, I don't even know, but that one's done. I'm on the second one now.
Oh. So that's pot holder number one.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have to show us what it looks like. All right, that's moving. So we have, I put another variegated thread back on there. So we do have variegated thread. But the thread that I was using was a very thick thread, and it's for my long arm. So wrong thread. What's happening now? Hmm. Let me tell y'all something. This will be one of those things that will easily move. And so if something happened here, now I need to check the tension of my bobbin. So one of the other things to think about as you are either if you're new to embroidery or you're thinking about becoming new to embroidery is making sure that you just bring your patience, because sometimes these machines, even though I was running it earlier today, they have their own little things going on, and any little thing can cause an issue. So let's see. Oh, so here's my problem. It was my bobbin. This bobbin thread is not moving at all, which caused my top thread to break. And so remember, I tightened it. So what I'm going to do is loosen it just a tad. I'm changing it back out to white. Um, yeah, it's a little too tight. So I tightened it a little too much. I always do righty tighty, lefty loosey, just to make sure I know which way I'm tightening it, right or left. That was a short stitch out, Miss Linda.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's not much that you have to do to them. They're hot,
Okay.
you know what I mean? It's not really much
Hmm.
that you have to do to them.
And then you just cut it out.
You just cut it out, pull it out,
Okay.
whatever way, whatever makes you happy.
Now, will you have, does it have a bottom, or is the stabilizer the bottom? I mean,
I put a bottom on mine.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's get this thing back. I'm going to tell y'all, this is one of the reasons why I love doing my brother machines, because the threading of the needle, it just happens. Like you can just press a button, it's threaded. It's one thing I like about that. All right. Here we go. So how big are your hot pads going to be, Miss Linda?
I can't hear you, Miss Sean.
Okay.
What you say, Miss Sean?
How big are your hot pads?
6 by 6.
Okay, that's a nice size. They will hold a nice pot
Oh, let me
then.
make sure that's right. Actually, yeah, 6.5 by 6.5.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Pretty neat.
And you said these are by Parker on the Porch.
Yes, ma'am. ParkerOnThePorch.com. Yes, ma'am.
Those will be great gifts. Think about Mother's Day coming up.
Yeah, Parker on the Porch
Grandparents'
has some
Day.
nice stuff.
Grandparents' Day.
Hmm.
Mother's Day. Father's Day even, because there are some dads that love to cook. Hmm. And you can embroider their initials on it. What, how cute
Mhm.
would that be?
Yeah, you can do all kind of things. Yeah, I love a lot of Parker on the porch stuff. They um um in the hoop. A lot of her stuff is in the hoop.
Hmm. Hers, Juju Designs by Juju. She had
Yeah,
some that was in the hoop too.
yes, have some nice in the hoops. And I love me a good old in the hoop now.
All right, let's see what happens. Should be good to go. Should be good to go. So did you show the people the first one, or are you still cutting it out?
No, I'm no, I figured I'd wait till I finish the second one.
Okay. So Miss Shay Shay, she got it from Parker on the Porch. I was a quilter first, then a long armor. This is from Miss Ann. Added embroidery, then the scan and cut, then the sublimation printer. You know, Miss Ann, like it becomes a thing. We have all the tools, all the toys, all of that stuff.
Well, yeah.
Look, Rachel said black bobbin is her favorite. Yes, yes. So this thread was significantly thicker. Um, and again, it requires a different needle. It even says it on the bottom. Recommended needle, long arm, number 18, or I could have used a 9014 needle, which is a top stitch needle, which is what I almost put in there because I had a top stitch. So it said for a home machine you could use a 9014. The reason why I didn't do that is because that would I would forget tomorrow that I put a different needle in there and then be trying to run the regular thread through there. So I didn't want to forget and do that. Miss Ann says she's on their website now. Yeah, Parker on the Porch has some really nice things. So the one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, thank you so much. So the thread can break the needle. Yes, ma'am. So what happened was because this thread was so thick, it pulls. So when you have thicker thread, your eye should be a little bit wider so that thread has room to move as the needle goes up and down. So when the needle goes up and down and your thicker thread is going through there, the eye has to be a certain size in order for that needle to move through there. So it causes tension on the needle, so it pulled up on it significantly and broke my needle. So yes, ma'am. Thread can cause your needle to break. So when you have, and that's true with your sewing machines. It's true with our long arms. It's true with all of the different sewing machines. If your needle, that you can break your needle based on not having the right needle for the thread that you're using. So yes, that is a thing. And I thought about this, and what I'll probably do later on this week, I'll do a video on all the different types of needles because as you see back there in that box, I have all the different types of needles. I really do. But it depends on the job. So say for instance, if I was going to run 50 masks in this color for a particular crew, if they wanted a particular color, then I would change out all those needles and I would have multiple spools of this thread to run with those needles. Um, what backing do you put on patches? So for my patches, I do a couple of things. So depending on where the patch is going is one. That's very important. So for my motorcycle patches and patches that I do for my motorcycle friends, I use a couple of different materials. So one, I use a marine vinyl as my backing. So I'll have marine vinyl. That's the base material. Then I will have a what is it called? Um, Not a tearaway. I use a cutaway for that. And I normally use a pretty thick cutaway. So I have a 3.8, I believe, is the weight of my cutaway. So I have like this really, I mean, it almost feels like a towel cutaway. Um, I use that with the marine vinyl. Now, with the patches that I do, because it could potentially be in rain, water, all of those things, you really, really don't want that patch to fail. Now, for your cosmetic stuff, you wearing it on, um, a cute jacket or indoor something, you can use tearaway for that if you wanted to. But for the purposes of motorcyclists and things like that, my friends, myself, we're out, we get caught in the rain, we have on these leathers, we're in this tremendous heat and all this kind of stuff riding. So for those, I use my marine vinyl, and I use the marine vinyl and this stabilizer, which is 3.8. Um, and 3.8 is the thickness of it. And I don't know if, let me see. I have a couple of these books in front of me. I want to see if it actually says like the what that number stands for. Let me look. Because I have a little cart back here behind me. I call it my stabilizer cart. And it's just one of those cool little trays with wheels on it that rolls back and forth, and it keeps all my stabilizer on it. Ounces. Okay, so it's 3.8 ounces. I have all different sizes too. So like this one, and by the way, what I learned, there are 3 manufacturers of stabilizer. 3. I can't remember if any was in the US, but everyone in the world gets their stabilizer from the same 3 manufacturers. Um, and for those manufacturers, they just relabel them for whoever's selling them to us. So in this case, I actually have, so I love pre-cut stabilizer. See, pre-cut. This is perfect for like if I'm doing a one-off patch or something like that. This stabilizer here is called soft cut. It's 2.4 ounces, and it's a cutaway. This is 6x6, so it will fit in my 5x5. If you had a one needle, it would fit on your 4x4s, that kind of thing. Now, for a medium weight, this is ideal for fleece, knits, and stretchy fabrics. This particular one here, because it is a cutaway backing, it's white, but it is ideal for fleece, knits, and stretchy fabrics. So I do have like this one. I think somebody had asked about the colors. So there is beige. Now this particular one, I like that star, Miss Linda. That's what Miss Mary said. So this particular one is beige. And this is actually a
It look white from over here. So
oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put it up against some white. Is that better? Because I got it up against white now.
I've been looking for 15x12 or higher pre-cut stabilizer.
Oh yes, ma'am. Who was
Miss
looking for 15?
I'm sorry, Miss Ann. I just posted the link in the group. I just posted the Parker on the Porch link into the group. I just posted it. Thank you.
Okay, so what I was trying to do.
Thank you, Miss Mary.
Okay, maybe up against the black. Does it look cream color?
My eyes messed up, so you got to ask somebody else.
Okay. So, and it may still look, but it is truly like a peach or beige color. And so this particular one is a iron-on. So it is a fusible stabilizer that is peach. Now this works really good on your t-shirts and things that have stretch that you don't want to stretch. It works amazing on those. And so I get my stabilizer from a couple of places. I think I saw somebody's been looking for 15 by 12. So I have, let me show you. Cause those, yeah, that's, I think I got this from Hab Dash. Can you see my pre-cut? And this is, hold on, I got a thing right here. So this is 15 by 15. This is 15 by 15. And I got these from Hab Dash. I want to say Hab Dash is where I got these. It was either Hab Dash. So I buy my stabilizers from a couple different places because I do like the pre-cuts. So Hab Dash is my number one place that I go for stuff like that. All Stitch, and then Texas Specialties. I go to them too because they're here in Dallas. But yeah, so I would check Hab Dash first because they do have, and this is a 15 by 15. This is a cutaway. It is 3.5 ounces. And this is anything I'm sending out my door when it is a hoodie or crew neck or any of that that's going to hold some heavy stitches. It's got this on the back, 3.5 ounces. I don't go any less than that. Oh, let me see. Let me move this so you guys can see what's going on here. Because that's looking kind of cute. Yeah, that's looking really good. Let me see if I can add a little light to it. Maybe. Nah, it's not giving me extra light. But it's coming in, it's burgundy and it's green and it's white. It's looking really nice. And it looks like it's roped, which is really cute. Let's see. I'm looking through to make sure. Okay, I think we answered those questions. Okay, so I am using, now this is hilarious. So during COVID, I ordered from Mighty Hoop. This is the only green hoop I have from Mighty Hoop, which looks just like Miss Linda's Maggie hoop. But on the top of my hoop, it says Mighty Hoop. So my Mighty Hoop is, this one is 11 by 13 that I'm using. And so when Miss Linda comes back to her thing and get her fingers out of that hoop, she can tell you which frame she's using, Johanna. Hey, Miss Linda, what size frame are you using? Johanna had asked. So I'm using a Mighty Hoop. Welcome in for those of you who are new to joining us or you just came in. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's our Sunday Funday. And Miss Linda is making pot holders, and I am making a Mardi Gras mask. You're on mute if you're talking to us, Miss Linda. They wanted to know what size your hoop was.
12.5 by 8.
And that's a Maggie hoop, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't know how many Mighty Hoop green hoops they sent out, but when it's done, I'll show you. Because normally the consensus has been Mighty Hoop only sent you a blue hoop or a white hoop, which is all of my other ones. But this particular one came in green. It really does say Mighty Hoop, but it looks just like Miss Linda's Maggie Hoop. Now, does
Mhm.
yours say Maggie Hoop on the top, Miss Linda?
Mine says Maggie. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So at some point, Mighty and Maggie had the same color, and it was during COVID. Cause like I
Girl,
ordered this
stop.
hoop during COVID. Like that hoop I've had since 2020.
Maggie and Mighty had to get together, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know what happened. Something happened. So
I don't know. They got together, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so I also wanted to tell you guys about a couple other um things like for the backings. So for stabilizer, for example. Hey, welcome in, Shaka. So this is my first live. Oh, come on, welcome to the live. So good to have you here. I'm in Dallas too. Um, so excited. Bought the potholder design in the hoop. Yay! More Christmas presents for next year. Absolutely, Miss Ann.
Mhm.
So here's the deal. So with these backers, now stabilizer, backers, what else people call stabilizers, Miss Linda? What you call it sometimes?
Stabilizer.
I know we call it stabilizer, yeah. So stabilizers are backers. There are different weights. So it's very important to know the weights because there's like lightweight ones that can be like 1.5 ounces all the way to the heavy, like I have. So the heavy ones that I use are like a 3.5 ounces. Now, the medium ones range anywhere from 1.8 to 2.3 ounces. So you can have medium, heavy, or light. And it just depends on what you're putting on that garment and what you're using. And also, different companies sell different weights. So make sure you understand that as you're buying stuff too. So like with this cream colored one, it is a fusible one, which means you have to iron it on for it to work. So I'm gonna say that one more time. If it's fusible, you have to iron it on for it to work. Otherwise, you just got something in the hoop that didn't do what it was supposed to do. Because fusible is really supposed to stop it from moving. So, like with a t shirt, for example, you know how sometimes you'll see a t shirt, it gets the puckering. And a lot of times when you're looking at your garment and you see the puckering happening, you can actually tell from those puckers that you may not have the right stabilizer for that garment. It really does make a difference. Um, so I would definitely, and there's so many different colors. Like I showed you earlier, I have the black. So like I did 50 Northwest, I mean no Northwest, North Face puffer jackets for a customer, and I use this black, and it's a black tearaway, but it's a heavier tearaway. And so, because of where I was embroidering on the side of the jacket and all of that kind of stuff, it made a difference. It made a difference. Hey, Chrissy. Oh, thank you, Johanna. So,
Hey, Christy.
it's very important to understand what the stabilizer is. You can tell people, and if you're talking to a person that really does understand stabilizer, they will sometimes ask you, um, you know, what should they use? Because there's so many different things. Like there's a soft and stable cutaway, which means that the material is softer to the skin and it could be fusible. So you'd have to ask now because it says soft and stable. Does that mean it's fusible? Most fusibles will say fusible, but some will not. Now there's also like water soluble. Some people call it aqua vanish. There's peel and stick, or some people call it sticky. So there's so many different names for stabilizers, but understanding, and most people, most companies will give you their books, and so there's also like a performance one. So let me show you. I have a performance one that I do like to use. If you're using like an all polyester garment, like I do stuff for the high school and for the students, and so they have they have those polyester jerseys and things like that, but they need to be embroidered. So you need to have that's what I'm saying. You need to have one that will work well with that kind of material, and that won't make your stuff be all puckery. And so this particular one here is called Pro Stitch, and it has these little micro holes in it. And I'm not sure yet how it works, but it does. It's like magic, and it makes sure that polyester is not moving, and those stitches are in it to win it. But it looks and feels very different. I love and know you. Oh wait, she says, I love and know you have Deborah Jones embroidery wheel. What's that? I don't know what that is. Miss Ann. Okay, so, and I know it's hard to see this stuff. I'm gonna have to take some photos of it, see if I can get some on their website. But this one has like oh, there, that works. So it has like micro holes in it, and these holes basically are what makes it stay to the garment. So like it's called a pro stitch, and I know Dash now has a pro version of this. So that what that means is one of the three of all the stabilizer vendors has started calling pro, and so stabilizer works. It works. It works. Um, and so everybody will have something called a pro something. Um, but these are really, really good, and they work really, really well on garments that you would use that are for anything that like kids are wearing to play football or some type of polyester, some of that stuff. So it works really well with that. Now, your peel and stick tearaways, those we use when we're floating things. And so, oh, I think you showed it one time. It tells what stabilizer. Oh, you're right. You are right. What stabilizer goes with what fabrics? Um, so I actually think I just talked about it because I was with the different things that goes with one fabric. I think that's what I did in my on my Pinterest TV show. So like I was one of the first, well, I was the first machine embroiderer to be on Pinterest TV. So, and I talked about stabilizers and things like that. And, you know, people that are new to embroidery that may not understand some of these things, it's very important to understand what stabilizer you can use where. Um, and so it just helps understanding because there's so many different types. Like this is a little book provided to me by Texas Specialties of all the different types of stabilizers that they sell. And then I have the one here from All Stitch that has all the different types of stabilizers that they sell. Upstairs, I have one from Dash that talks about all the different stabilizers that they sell. So it is important to understand when you're going to use it, where you're going to use it, things like that. So, like this one, this is cutaway stabilizers. There's a classic one. You have your black that feels like it actually feels like a material. You have this one that's called heavy duty. It's HD on it. So there's different types of cutaway backings. And so same with tearaway. And then there's also tearaway for hats. I'm gonna tell y'all, a lot of people buy the hat tearaway unless you're using the a lot of the hats you really can get away with using your regular tearaway that you have that you use for on your for things on your regular garment embroidery. And so sometimes if the hat is going to have some very heavy stitching, you may want to go to the hat tearaway stabilizer. It is a lot thicker. If you can tell, like this thing is thick. It tears, but it is very thick. It feels like a heavyweight. If you remember, like back in the day, like a construction paper. That's how it's way thicker than our normal tearaway. Let's see. Do you sell those books or can it be downloaded? So these Fill in Diversity, I actually got this one. All Stitch actually sells this one. I got this one for free with my when I signed up for my business account with Texas Specialties, and the one from what's the other company? The one from Hab and Dash, I think they may sell it, and it's called Hab HAB plus the plus sign dash. That's that company. I found my all stitch book of stabilizers today while cleaning. Great, Miss Marissa. It's a fantastic book to have. Look, I'm making sure that my embroidery machine doesn't knock over the camera because it came pretty close. But stabilizers, guys, is so important. Miss Linda, how's your potholder? You're on mute if you're talking to us.
God, I said we good over here. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's
we good
okay.
over here.
What is it looking like? What is it? Can we see? Can we see?
I did them two different ways, so don't
Okay,
judge.
hold on. I'm gonna take the picture. I'm gonna put you up on the big screen. Give me a second.
Hey, gifted Chrissy.
She said, "What are you stitching, Linda?" I'm gonna
Hot
bring you back.
hot
Okay.
pads. I was gonna say
She made
potholders.
hot pad.
They are hot pads from Parker on the Porch.com.
Mhm. Oh my
The
goodness.
hot
I
pad.
like the brown. That
Okay,
is so nice.
throw a good hot pot of chili soup on there.
And I like the back. So you just use the black material?
I just threw the black on there. Now I will tell you this: some stores you go to and you wouldn't believe it unless you get the plucking. You
Mm-hmm.
think that is fabric on the back?
Mm-hmm.
It be the batten because you can pinch it and it'll come
Uh-huh.
right off. It be batten. Okay.
Oh.
All right, Miss
Okay.
Ann. I know you ain't Miss Ann. I know you ain't. And here's the other one. So let me tell you what the difference is between these two. I just went and put the back on this
Mm-hmm.
up under the hoop. This one we don't get along anyway. When I try to do flip it, tuck
Mm-hmm.
it, and sew it, we don't get
Okay.
along. But here's the second one.
Okay. I
Let me
like the
tell you,
star.
these stitch out so nicely. They
Now
stitch out so
did you
nice.
add the star or was the star
No,
part of the image?
when you go to Parker on the Porch, it's part of the image. I started not to put it. I started to do initial thing like you said.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, thank you, Donzel, Chrissy, Miss Ann. Um, it actually, Miss Shawn, this came out really nice. And I'm gonna tell you what I can see.
What's that?
I can see you might be going to a friend's birthday party or whatever.
Housewarming gift.
Yes, I can see you doing 4 coasters
Mm-hmm.
and 2 big old pot mats. Thank you, Spilling. Thank you. Thank you, SJ3. Thank
Absolutely.
you, Marissa. Yeah, and this is all in the thing. I know y'all really can't see it because I didn't add up 2 layers. It is quilted so nice, y'all. y'all, it's not doing no justice. You got to really see it.
Okay, so you're going to take some pictures.
And this
Oh
too,
wait, we can see that one. Pull it up a little bit. Oh yeah, yeah, we
you
see the
can see the
quilting in there.
quilted.
Uh huh.
You can see it. I mean, it is,
Look,
even when
look, Miss
invited to
Ann
the
said
barbecue. You know
even
what,
when
Miss
invited
Ann,
to
you
a
is right.
barbecue.
Because I try not to go to nobody's house without something.
Mm-hmm.
Except Miss Sean's house. I went there without nothing because I had to fly. But yeah,
It's okay.
yeah, that's a
Yes,
good
that
idea.
looks good. That is a good idea.
That is a good
Yeah.
idea, Mr. Ann.
Housewarming. Think about it like, even for like people getting married, they're gonna join two homes,
Mm-hmm.
put the new house name on there. That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
So guys, if you
Or
have it already, what's that?
Miss Sean, you can make two
Mm-hmm.
more to the new name.
That's true. That is true. That is true.
But I would make
Guys,
four coasters and two, maybe a large, medium, and maybe a no, we ain't going small because I don't see nobody house in a small bowl. But yeah,
yeah, no. Mm-hmm. I
that's
like
a good
that. That's a
idea.
good idea. That is a good
Mhm.
idea. Well, you think about it too. So now guys, what Miss Linda used inside of her hot pads was called wrap and zap.
Mhm.
Now, here's the thing. Unfortunately, she cannot put these in the microwave
Mhm.
because of the polyester thread that she used on the embroidery machine.
Mhm.
Now, if she had put all cotton threads inside of that pot holder, they could use that as a little placemat thing inside the microwave, but it has to be all cotton. So if you don't use all cotton, no, 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 for the microwave, it's just gonna shrivel up and die.
So,
But
Miss
if
Sean, you're saying I can't take two of my needles and put cotton on there?
you can,
Okay.
you absolutely can.
I never tried, so but that's a good idea.
Yep. And then there will be you can be like a flat mat thing that you can take it from the microwave to the counter.
Yeah, but I think these, the way that they have them designed,
Mm-hmm.
I had this file, Miss Sean, probably a couple of months. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
there's two or three files, and I had them for a while. And you know what? You could even throw maybe, if it's a husband and wife, they're newly married, no kids, you can even throw some placemats in there too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Yep.
saying. But that's a good idea,
Yep.
Miss Ann. That is really a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be
It
like, I'm
really
here to
is.
eat y'all food, but I got you a gift. I ain't gonna cook tonight. I got you a gift. But you're right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and it's so many things coming up. That's like, you got New Year's, you're going for a New Year's bash. There you go, give them a pot holder.
Yeah, but I Miss Sean, that's one thing. I do a lot of traveling, but I try not to go nowhere on New Year's. To me,
Mm-hmm.
that's the worst night of the year. So yeah, I be home. Miss Sean, you're blowing up
My crafting journal.
with knowledge. Polyester is a no for the microwave. You're right, sweetie. I think
Yes,
you need to
ma'am.
you got a video on that, don't you?
I do. I do. So when I did the bowl cozies, so for Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
I did bowl
Yep. Stay
cozies, and
home.
I also make popcorn bags. So you have to use
Potato sacks.
all,
Mm-hmm.
yep, the potato sacks. You have to use all cotton threads. So it's a good thing
Mm-hmm.
to not only have your polyester threads for your normal stuff, but just in case you want to do something. So, the wrap and zap is a batting that is all cotton to that can take the heat. Like literally, it's for the microwave. That is what it's for. Wrap and zap.
Oh, all of it has to be cotton. You're right. All of it,
Everything
yeah.
has to be cotton. Yep.
Cotton liner also, yeah. But the potato sacks I made, what I got is I got a sewing machine dedicated to cotton only. It has the cotton thread and stuff.
Bobbin.
Yeah, and the
Yep. Your
bobbin and
bobbin has to be cotton too.
every
So now
all
here's
of
the
it.
thing.
Mhm.
So if you're ordering, so for a lot of people, they did not know. A lot of people didn't know the company Dash. makes the Field Tech bobbin. So if you buy Field Tech, Dash is they make the bobbin. So you guys don't know anything about me, you're learning today. I'm a girl about my history. I need to know who makes it all. I want to know. I just want to know because guess what? I like going to the source because it's probably going to be cheaper if I go to the source than I go somewhere else.
Well, Miss,
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not
Still in
trying to call
diversity.
nobody out, Miss Sean. I ain't gonna call nobody out, but I'm not
Okay.
the only one sitting around here with about 5 or 6 sewing machines like Chrissy is. So, Chrissy, you could take one of them sewing machines and make them cotton. You don't do nothing on there but cotton bobbin, cotton material. That's your cotton. Because sometimes when the old timers set in, we old timers set in, we forget. So, and I'm gonna own up to my mistake. And yes, I have an all cotton sewing machine, cotton only.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Use one of them 7 sewing machines you got over there. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Make 2 of them cotton.
Oh boy. Chrissy, I think she's telling on you, girl. Let people see what's happening. It's still going. It's still going over there. The mask
It's
is
nice
still
too.
masking. It's gonna be pretty. I can't wait.
She said, "Wow, wait. 7." I'm
hey,
telling
so spilling the diversity, please feel free to ask as many questions as you like. We don't mind sharing information on the channel. That's why we're here to help others because we love doing all the things like we sew, we embroider. Like Miss Linda just made her boxy bag. I made me a boxy bag too. I need to bring it down here.
And if you're in the group, go to the group. You can talk. Let me tell you, you'd be surprised at some of them that be up late at night. But we'll answer your questions. I'll answer as soon as I see it if I know the answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can ask questions over there, post pictures, hey.
Yes,
Yeah, we
please
show
do
everything.
And if you decide to make one of these, please post your pictures. Let us see what you're doing because, like, we like doing all this stuff. And like I said earlier, we're gonna have a calendar posted in the group so you guys will know next Sunday. Like this is the last Sunday of 2024. I can't even believe it. It is time for planning already. So, guys, if you have not started your planning for 2025, you should. If you are looking for a planner, or if you like doing the oh gosh, I just lost the name. Vision boards. I actually created a vision board book. And so what the reason why I did that is because I absolutely I have always had a group of goals. And then when I started going through my goals so fast, like 10 in a year and things like that, I would actually continue to keep going and like, okay, I just got to keep going, keep doing it, keep writing it down. So what I did was I created a vision board book that now I just take with me everywhere as I'm completing things. I check them off and I keep going. I add to it. I keep adding. So the Facebook group is called Go Time. There's a link to it in the description of the video, so you can click from there, and it'll take you to the Facebook group. And so, yes.
You know what, Miss Chrissy?
What's that?
Messy.
What's she doing?
Talking about she answers 0 dark 30 in the morning.
Oh.
Oh my God, it's too funny.
Yep. So, but
yeah,
yes,
but you ask a question in there. Anybody that knows, I mean, you could just ask it over there if you want. It don't make a difference.
Yeah, we definitely will answer. I'm going to drop the link to the Facebook group in the chat. But yeah,
oh, that's looking good over there. Whoa.
Yeah, it's coming out. It's gonna be nice. And then I'll post the final picture because I let it sit in a little bit of water for a little while.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that it completely dissolves.
And what do you
And
call
so
that? What is that called?
it's a Mardi Gras mask. It's going to be a mask. So once it gets out of the
Stabilize.
water, oh, the stabilizer. It is a water soluble stabilizer.
I think that's the stuff me and Chrissy
It's
was looking
this.
for when we was in
So it looks like cloth.
yeah, because that's what we're supposed to do our Christmas and Thanksgiving thing out of. But I couldn't find it.
Yes, you
Mhm.
can do. It's very good for earrings and ornaments. Um, let's see, earrings, ornaments, keychains. If you wanted them for keychains, it's really good for that. Um,
Oh, I love doing
yeah.
keychains now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you wanted to make a really cute lace keychain, there you go.
Yeah, I told
But
her that
it's
we can't find it. Can't find it. I mean, now I know what it looks like. I say, hey, it looks like regular stabilizer, but it's a water soluble.
Yep. So this is the one that I call Aqua Vanish. They call it Aqua Vanish, but it dissolves in water, and you can use this on any fabric. But it's really good for freestanding lace. That's the one of the best things. And so this mask will be a freestanding lace mask. Now there are some people that will add to the back of this mask, maybe a face cover or something like
Mhm.
that. Like you can still add a stabilizer to it. But what I normally do is you can actually do a mold, but I'll put mine on kind of like a band, an elastic band, so that way, because sometimes you just want to have it on, and then when you take it off, you can put it in your purse and keep going. So that's
Mhm.
what that was. That's what this kind is, like that. So, guys, thank you for joining us. If you haven't already and you heard something that was like, oh my God, or oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah. Anything resonated with you, hit the thumbs up, please. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Consider joining us because we're here on Sundays doing projects, dropping some knowledge, talking about whatever's going on with us, and we pop on. Like I popped on earlier in the week. I was actually doing a bag. Um, she said, Miss Linda, is something wrong with your machine? Oh no, she stopped. She stopped. Unbiased. Hers is done. Yep, hers is done. She finished her pot holders already. My mask is still going,
Oh
child.
yes, Miss Rachel. Um the pie holders are done, sweetie. Oh, she must didn't see them, Miss Sean.
She didn't see him. I don't think so.
So
Her. Let me hold on.
here's
Let me
one
put
of
the wig
them.
so she can show you. So you can show
Okay, hold up.
while that's doing.
Look kind of
There you
weird
go.
there. Hmm. That's one of the pot holders, and this is another one. Excuse me, hot holder. Maybe it's hot enough to hold my tea. I don't know. Oh, look at Donzel, you behind me. You're welcome, Donzel. Yeah, so they nothing but
Thank you.
hot holders. You might can put a dish on the table for the family and just sit this on it. 'Cause, you know, my grandma don't want you laying nothing hot on her table if you ain't got no towel up on it. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Johanna, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
We're here every
Yes, we
Sunday.
appreciate it.
Hmm.
Yep, we are here every
Oh, she
Sunday.
said she walked away for a minute. Okay,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
excuse me.
So yeah, we try to make it useful because there's so many different things that you can do. And again, like I was saying earlier, you have to bring your patience, especially when you're doing things like embroidery. If you are new to the embroidery world, or if you got like a new scan and cut or something like that, bring your patience because some of those things, it's just a lot to do. And for those people who got their new scan and cuts, don't forget to connect it to your Wi-Fi so you can actually just send things from your computer automatic over to the scan and cut because that's a fun
Ooh,
thing to
that'll be a
do.
good, nice live too. Oh my God, it's gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
long live though, but I think that'll be a nice live.
I know. Thank you, Miss Ed, for joining us. Oh, she said cleaning my refrigerator.
Girl, I
Oh
love
man.
cleaning refrigerators and stove, Miss Ann. Send me a flight ticket. I'm gonna send you my email. I'll come do it for you for free.
Oh, she said get the free
Oh no,
art
it's not free
piece.
no more.
It probably is free when you first get your computer, when you first get your new machine, and then after
Girl,
that.
as soon as you add it on, log in. The next day is the expiration date is just gonna come just that fast. Yeah,
Well, it's what, $12, $13, something like that
a month.
a
Yeah,
month.
yeah.
Hmm.
I ain't had time for all that because I tried to do the it automatically digitize and stuff for you. It ain't no good. It's all jacked up.
Oh no.
Think you done got you a G and it's a Z. I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, yes, indeed. Oh my goodness. So, I'm trying to think if there was anything else. So, what I will do this week is I will do a video on needles because I think that is really important. There's so many different sizes of needles, and
Mhm.
like you guys saw the other day, I think it might have been on my little drop in live when I just popped up, right? So I have these boxes that I keep my things in, but I do keep my needles in a similar box. And so in each one of these little slots are different types of different size needles. So I have all my different size needles in the boxes. Um, and so it's actually time for me to do a refill on some of these because some of them are
Oh
getting
boy,
empty.
look like you mighty full of me.
Honey. No, I try to keep it full because when you get those orders in, you gotta be rolling. And so I changed my needles with all my big orders. So that's important because when I want, if I'm trying to stay on task, like for example, if I get an order of 200 shirts that need to be embroidered, I want to make sure that if I'm doing a left chest logo, that I can run that left chest logo in 20 minutes or less so that I can run 25 to 30 of those shirts a day and stay on task within my window of time for turnaround. So if you're doing this as a business,
I am full.
timing is important. What happened?
Miss Bias said Miss Linda looks full to me. I am full, girl. Oh no, no. Hold up. My aunt and them used to say that. So let me fix that. I am my stomach is full. Wait a minute, hold up. That's not right neither. I hope she mean full as in with food. Because
Oh,
some
I don't
people
know.
think I be high, but I don't. I'm high on life. Yeah, they
Miss
do.
Linda don't even drink like
Miss
that.
Sean, I don't do none of that.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Miss Linda,
Chrissy
can
detour
you
and
hang
pick
with
me
us?
up.
'Cause, I'm always shopping, store to store to store.
Look, oh, so if you haven't heard of it in your city, check it out. There may be a shop hop coming to you. So,
Hmm.
like the Dallas, Texas, I think it's called the Texas Shop Hop is about to happen. Doggone it. I forgot to order my book. I was going to order me a book. When I went over to Soco on day before yesterday, and I had planned to order my book and
And
forgot.
that's a great thing, Miss Sean. If you guys don't mind and you're members of the group, can you please put your state group shop hop link in the group and the dates because I like to ride. That is it, Miss Mary. I am. I have to deal with certain people, but yes, ma'am, I am. I'm picking up my pressure up.
Yes, indeed. So yes, I the shop hops happen, and let me tell you, shop hops are 100% great. You will, I can bet you that if there's a shop hop in your area, there is at least one store you didn't even know about. I probably found like 10 or 20.
Well, I
But
found
oh
two
my
that I didn't know
gosh.
about. Yeah. Well, for the shop hop last year, I found two
Yes,
here that I
yes.
didn't know nothing about. And
And a
one of
lot
them
of
right down the street
times,
from me.
they actually have a Facebook group for your state and the shop hops. Like, who knew that was the thing? But they do. They have all of that information. So check into that. Check your state, and you found four. Exactly, Christy. Exactly. I know I was talking to Miss Chris, and she found one she didn't even know was so close to her. Like, there's a whole quilting store that was close to her, and they
Yeah,
have
not only that,
materials, things like that.
yeah. And not only that too, y'all, whether you live in that state or not, you can go to their website from 2024, let's just say, 2023, whatever, and get their free files and stuff they got on there on quilting stuff. I mean, I've been on uh, 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 all over, all everybody that I could find that had a shop hop, and I got so many files. You get free files from them. So yeah, post your state and the shop hop date, and hey, we might roll through there. You never
Hey,
know.
never know. Never know. So, and now if you are an apparel person and you're doing embroidery on apparel and things like that, the conference you should be looking at, the biggest one is Impressions, that's about to happen in a couple of weeks. And so if you're apparel and you like that, that's a really big thing. I just searched North Carolina and it's Carolina. Yes, it's a
Yes,
Carolina
ma'am.
shop hop.
And we just had it. And then being that hurricane came through here, they let it last to what? October the 19th or something. It lasted an extra 3 weeks. But yes, we just had ours.
Yep. Yep. So Simone is down the street from you, Miss Linda. Not too far.
Oh
Um,
yes, ma'am.
so let me see. Trying to think. The shop hop, impressions. There's also Graphics Pro that also is something that's good for people who looking for apparel. Then you have all of the sewing. What's it called? Sewing. Hold on, let me get the name for you. There is a sewing one that I love to go to too. It is
Not one.
called Sewing and Quilting Expo. They do everything with embroiderers. If you go back through my videos and you search for Sewing Expo, you'll be able to see all the fun things that I did at Sewing Expo this year, which was I made different things. I did like I made some weights. I sewed some vinyl bags. I made all kinds of things at that Sewing Expo, and all I had to do was pay for. I wonder if my bobbin's out. All I had to do was pay for the small things. Yes, Graphics Pro has a free
Yes, I
magazine.
just got one the
You can
other day.
subscribe
Yes,
to
ma'am.
it. It comes in the mail. They
Yeah,
give
like
you a
clockwork.
lot of good vendors.
Yeah,
They
a
give you a
lot of
lot of
good
good vendors.
information too.
Yes. Oh, this is gorgeous. Nope, my bobbin's not
Yeah,
out.
you get a
Oh
lot of
Lord.
a lot of nice information out that magazine.
Yes. And Impressions has the largest they have the Impressions in Long Beach is the biggest one of them all. Then there would be Dallas is Fort Worth is the next largest Impressions show, and then you have like I think Atlantic City. But then you have Graphics Pro, which happens in Irving. The sewing and it's called Original Sewing and Quilting Expo, and that thing is in so many different cities. Like it has a ton of cities where it happens. Atlanta, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Fredericksburg, Virginia, Lakeland, Florida, Nashville, Novi, Michigan, and Raleigh, North Carolina. So that one comes to and Dallas. It comes to Dallas. So that one comes to a lot of places, and then you also have ones like I said, Graphics Pro. It comes here, Charlotte. trying to remember. There's a couple other places. I think maybe Vegas or something like that. But there's a lot of them where when you're doing stuff like that, you can definitely find some good stuff. Now, what happened over here? Uh, my thread didn't break. My needle didn't break. Let me see if my thread. I'm still thread.
But you'll be amazed at what you can find at these shop hops. And you get your little book, and you know, yeah. Simone, I'm not that far from you.
Yep.
It's time
All
for some
right.
now.
Did you say ice cream?
Yes, honey.
I'm almost done over here. It is still stitching. This is gonna be a
Hello, shit,
beautiful
Miss
mat.
Crafty Market. How are you?
I keep
Your ears
forgetting.
must not been burning because I was talking about you earlier. I
To-
said she done went on holiday vacation and we ain't heard from her.
oh, okay. So my thing for me, cut the thread here. So this one got stuck back here. I hope I don't have it stuck.
Buford.
I may have to check it for a bird's nest. Those things suck. Let me just tell you.
Oh
You get
yeah,
a
you
bird's
never lied.
nest,
Mm-hmm.
they suck. And so you see how long it's been running. It's just been running, running, running. Now all of a sudden, nothing happened. And it's just like, oh, hey, I'm finna stop
Oh,
now.
that's nice.
Okay, so let
Okay,
me check.
Modern Quilt Deal, 4470 Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. Okay. All right, Miss Joy.
Oh, is that one that's near her?
I believe so. If you type in just go to Google and type in shop hops.
Mm-hmm.
Shop hops, all states,
What?
all different kind of states is gonna come pop up.
And you know what Miss Joy's about? They about to have Road to California down in Ontario,
Uh-oh.
which is a huge like they do learnings and trainings and all this kind of stuff for quilters and sewers. But it's in Ontario, California, and it's happening the same. It normally happens the same weekend as Impressions, and it is
Right there.
south of Long Beach. So it's literally right there. Okay, I see a piece of thread right here. Looks like I just got some thread caught up in here. Make sure I get all that
Yeah.
out of there. But yeah, there's so many different places and things that you can go to and find some different things. Like literally,
What is what?
find what's in your neighborhood.
Found a few in. Yeah, I'm just telling you. Picture me. You'll be amazed. And I know when they have this big one in here in the Carolinas, they charter buses from Wisconsin, Michigan, all over the place to come down here to the shop hop because it's
Yep, they do the
all of
same for
South
Texas.
Carolina and all of North Carolina.
They do the same for Texas too.
Called again. What is Miss Joy? What is Miss Joy asking me?
I'm not sure. Let's do this. I have to go back a couple stitches. Okay.
They charter. I know if you go into the and make sure you join the little chop hop groups for your state, for that state. Girl, you get all kind of information. What is Miss Shaw, what is the name of the place in Ontario?
It's called Road to California. Yep, it's called Road to California. It is a huge, huge event, and it happens in January.
Girl, my feet hurting just thinking about it.
What's that? Road to California?
My feet hurt just thinking about it. Mm.
Yes. Look, when you go to those events, so and there's also like, there's for people who love to quilt. There's the modern, was it modern quilts? There's a modern QuiltCon. It's called QuiltCon.
Hmm.
That's the modern quilting conference. So there's so many different conferences and things just to for those of you who have lasers, there's like laser conferences. You got I mean you just got conferences for anything that you are interested in. We travel 378. Oh. Oh, that's good, Miss Marissa. You're right there. Look, you should check it out. It's called Road to California. It happens every year. It's pretty huge.
Mid Atlantic Quilt Festival. Miss Ann, post some of that information. That look like a birthday ride to me. I ain't
Okay.
that far from
Look,
Virginia.
and Hampton is nice. That's a nice area to go to. I like Hampton. All right, my thing is coming getting closer. It's
Shaka,
getting closer.
I just learned about this. And when I learned about it, I believe it was in Texas.
Hmm.
And people actually really, if you go, like I said, and be in some of them shop hop groups, they actually travel all the way from Texas all the way to Florida to shop hop. They shop all the way going. And I know one man and his wife, um, they flew to South Carolina, I mean North Carolina, rented a car and did it from the tip of North Carolina to back down to South Carolina, back up and got back on their flight and went home.
Ah, okay, still in the diversity. So you are participating. That's so cool. That is really cool. Look, if you have an online presence, please feel free to put your store in the chat. Like, I mean, you have a sewing store, so if there's something, please feel free to put
If
it
she's
in
talk,
our in the group.
if she's talking about the North Carolina, South Carolina shop hop, it actually is, but they didn't. I think that's mainly for I think South Carolina. Is that what that lady told us? They have a license plate, um, what you call it, panel, but they didn't have it out for sale this time around.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think so. You know, the shop hops are really, really good, and going to these conferences are really good too. There's a there's a link in the description of the chat for a company. I actually have on one of their hoodies right now. They're out of LA. They're called Axiom, and let me tell you guys, Axiom is an amazing brand. So if you're looking for hoodies and things like that, they even have a 16-ounce hoodie, which I tell you is like a jacket. It is like a coat. If you love embroidering on great garments, they have some amazing t-shirts. Oh yes, Shaka. So I have, I haven't done anything with my squares yet, but I do have them all collected because I want to make a quilt with it. Um, and that's a really good idea, especially if you collect them from different states. That would be a lot of fun to put it all together and make something with it.
Well, these guys here at the Carolina Shop Hop said that they wasn't gonna have a certain panel out, but they did give us the little thing to make a quilt with it. But hey, But
Hmm.
my shop hop, the one I first went to this year was the South Carolina and North Carolina.
Yes.
So yeah. All right, Miss Chrissy.
Yes, indeed. So Shaka said in 2015 she visited shops from Florida to North Carolina after she finished with Texas.
Yeah, they gave us this um little thing. I guess it's a piece of the. I guess I'm gonna have to get that and collect some more and make something out of them. But yeah,
Or you can use them as anchors in one of your quilts or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Make it a center.
yeah. We got one from that place in Myrtle Beach. And see, I know last year when I hit the end of it, I went to one store. I didn't know about the shop hop, and lady, they were just giving them away. But a lot of stores was charging you. And then somebody asked in the Carolina shop hop group, and the lady said, "Well, we can't tell them what to do because this is one that we did. But when it's the normal shop hop, you get those things for free."
Ah. All
Listen to
right,
Shay.
Shay Shay.
You
She
got
said I'm
stuff
a baby
jumping in my
beginner.
cart. You ain't no baby. You got stuff jumping in my
Yes.
cart. You ain't no baby girl.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I would love to do Florida's too. I would go
Now
up
I'm
to
gonna
my
tell
daughter's
y'all
house and
something.
stay for a few days because I would need that. There's so many shops in Florida.
Oh my gosh. Yes. That's like Texas. There
Yeah,
were shops, like there was like two shops within like 5 miles of me that I had no idea were even there. Like, what in the world? And so now I'm like, okay, I can't wait to get the book because when you get the shop
yeah,
hop book, it has
yeah,
the listing. Now I'm gonna tell y'all the one good thing about the Texas shop hop book, and they have them all on pre-order right now. So, um, part of what came in there were patterns in there. There
yes,
were
mhm,
coupons for discounts in there. So
yes,
there were so many things.
yes. Also, you're gonna be shocked. I was until somebody mentioned it to me that you got a free pattern from Annie by Annie in here. This is the
Oh,
North Carolina shopper, and you got a free pattern in here by Annie. I mean, there is so much to do in here, man. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. It'll take you. You get overwhelmed going through that. I mean, it's thick, but yeah,
yeah. Look, let me tell y'all, this thing is looking so good. I'm super excited about it. It's
all right,
almost
Miss
done.
Simone. Shaka say a lot of them closed. Mm-mm.
What's at the stores?
I believe that's what she's talking about. I know the hurricane
Unbiased.
closed a lot of places here.
Unbiased. I
I'm
am so
biased. You
with
you
you.
go you go to different stores sell that book for whatever they want. Like Miss Shawn said, there's a shop she didn't know that was near her. I live in a little town, and I didn't even know it was a shop here. But she sold the book for $10. Um, I went to another shop up on the other side of Fayetteville, and she sell hers for $15. So, like I said, it just really depends. But
It
this book
depends on
right
the
here
shop.
was I think $10, something like
Yeah,
that.
ours right now for the pre-order. I think on Lynn's. If you've ever seen Linda's electric quilts, theirs I think is $12. It's $12 at Serical, but it's about $12 for Texas.
Yeah, and you get all of. Let me tell you something. I really can't even just. Whew. You get so many patterns. I'm learning quilting. I'm just beginning, but you can learn all kind of stuff out of this book. There is there's so much. I mean, just so much. Um, uh, throws, a long arm. You get all kind of patterns for New Year's. How far are you from? I'm 10, 15 minutes from Fayetteville. Um, yeah, you get all kind of stuff. I think this was one of South Carolina shop hop
Oh, hold on, let me
um
make it bigger.
the map thing. I don't know what y'all call panel,
Uh huh.
but the stores I went a few stores, they didn't have it. You know, it's a lot of stuff they didn't have. This book is about 100 pages. Good night, Miss Ann. Have a good
Good night,
one.
Miss Ann. Have a good night.
This book is about 100 pages. Um, it gives you all of southeast, northeast, whatever. Give you all the regions, every store that is participating. Um, yeah, let me tell you something. This is really nice, and I've never known this before. But yeah, you get tons and tons of patterns. You could even go to Florida, Georgia. Well, I know Texas, Florida, South Carolina, and North Carolina, and you can go to their old shop hops, and you can see the link for the patterns. Girl, you'd be so sick, man. I'm just telling you. He says, I want to meet you, but I won't have any transportation. I'm riding with someone. Well, I do have transportation. So let me know. But
Yes, indeed.
yeah. So oh, I know how it is, honey, because I get lazy. I don't want to drive, but hey, you got to go and do what they doing, you know. So yeah, but yeah, they have a lot of stuff in here. A lot of good information on the 2024 All Shop Hop fabric line. I could not find these in the stores I went to.
What's
Yes,
that? The
ma'am.
fabric line? The different types
Yep,
of fabric?
that's the Shop Hop 2024 fabric line. We could not find this stuff at all. Oh, they
Because
didn't
people have
send it.
bought
Oh,
it.
we don't have it. Stuff like that. So I don't know. Um,
Yeah.
it was just all kind of stuff. You know, it was just all kind of stuff. It was all kind of stuff. So
Yep. And
yeah.
our book is just like that too. It was over 100 pages. Actually, I think it was closer to two because Texas is so huge. And so, what I learned by some of those people, they actually take off 2 weeks or more
My husband
just
said
to
him and his
do.
wife take off the whole month every time to come to Shop Hop every year.
Yep.
Ma'am,
And they do the shop hop. That's their vacation. They go around to all the different stores and all of that. It's like, oh my goodness.
wait a minute. What? Wow, all Mid Atlantic Shop Hop magazines. They want 120. My New England Shop Hop magazine. Oh, I don't know about no $120, but yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah.
But you know what though? I wonder how many states is included in that all Mid Atlantic shop hop.
Well, you heard you said it. You just said it. All Mid Atlantic.
I know. That could include like Georgia, and I mean, depending on what they're considering the Mid Atlantic, that could
Yes,
be a
ma'am.
lot
I
of
will email
places.
you. I will email you. I'm biased.
Yep.
No problem, Miss Simone. I
Yes,
got a husband
indeed.
that love to drive.
Oh, I understand. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. This thing is on the last leg. It's almost done. But let me tell y'all what it looks amazing. I can't wait to take a photo and post it. I will
So how
post it on
long
the
you got to put
community
that
tab.
in? How long you got to put that in water and let it soak?
I normally maybe 5 minutes. It should be really ready to go after 5 minutes.
Look at Christy.
Yeah, should be ready to go after 5 minutes. But it is looking amazing, and the stitch out is so thick and very. It is very good. Like this is very good. I'm super excited about it. I cannot wait. This is one that I could actually put on a stick and have it as like one of those,
Um,
uh, one that you hold in your
thank you,
hand.
Miss. I don't like that. Just give me the rubber band because I might want to twerk or something. Did a little drink or
Oh,
something.
that's
Put that
work. That's
mask
work.
down. Girl, just give me the
Okay.
rubber band. Shoot. Tie 3 rubber bands together. Child, I ain't got time to
Okay.
be holding that.
Ah, yes, indeed. Let's put that elastic on
Thanks,
there.
Jesse. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, it's almost done. Thank you all for joining us. It has been a great Sunday fun day. We got to talk about stabilizers, different kinds, where you can get them from, where you can order, what you
Listen,
use
look at
it
Shay
for.
Shay. Look at Shay Shay.
Ooh, something's happening.
Miss Shawn, can you post the where you get that water soluble stabilizer that you are using from? Can you post it in the group,
I
please?
can.
Thank you
I
very much.
can. Yes, ma'am. This one came from Texas Recipe.
Miss Shay Shay over there writing down notes. I bet you that notebook full.
It
I'm hungry.
is done.
Yes. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Oh no.
Uh, 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 uh.
Can you see it?
Oh my God, that's cute. That's cute.
Can you see the detail though? That
That is
detail is
cute.
amazing. It is like, oh my god, I'm gonna get up close because like you see how like the detail. The detail is awesome.
That is cute.
So it looks good and it's clean. The back's clean, looks great.
Oh wow.
Um, but yeah, that's gonna be amazing. I
Yes,
cannot
that
wait.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course it was variegated thread, so I used variegated thread with that. Let me put a light on it so you can kind of see the colors a little bit better. Can you see the colors a little bit better?
Oh, that is nice.
But
Oh,
it,
I know you got a dummy. You're gonna put that on. Take a picture.
oh
So
girl,
dummy or whatever you call that thing.
I do have one, but it looks so good. I'll take a
Yeah.
really good picture.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, so oh, that's right. I was gonna show y'all. See, let me see. Look, mighty hoop, and it's
Oh,
green.
one to use on the stick and another to embroider on the tee to wearing saying Mardi Gras red.
Yes.
You know what? That's nice.
Yes, that's a good one. That is a good one. So, I put the link to this design in the description of the video, so you'll be able to grab that from Creative Fabric if you like. Um, but yeah, so this is so nice. I cannot wait to put that in water
Look
and
at Miss
have
Miss
it. Come on,
Chris, Miss Chris, Miss Chris.
what she say?
I don't condone violence, but we about to have some violence.
Girl, look, honey is not having it. Honey will not have
She
it. I'm
gonna tear it
telling you
right on
now.
up, and then she gonna
I,
stuck it in her toy box and play with it later.
no, no, honey will not have it, child. I can't do that to poor little honey. She'll be like, "Are you crazy, lady?" I can
Good
see
night,
it now.
Johanna. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. Well, look, guys, this has been great. Look,
Yes,
it took a long time. I had a lot of technical difficulties, but that is so cute. It
that turned out
looks
really nice.
amazing. The
Mm-hmm.
variegated thread is burgundy, green, and silver. Those are the
Gold
colors
in
that
it?
were in the variegated thread. Yeah,
It's no gold
burgundy,
in that
green.
variegated.
No, the gold was an additional color that I added for
No,
the
no, but I mean
outlines.
in the variegated. See, that's why I tell
No,
you something
ma'am.
wrong with my eyes. It's okay though.
Yep, there's no gold in it, but I added a gold for around the eyes and in the
Okay,
feathers.
feathers. Okay,
I added that
it's
gold,
cute though. Put it on,
but for
girl.
the variegated, it is burgundy, green,
Oh, you ready
and
for Mardi
silver.
Gras?
Yes, 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 yes. Very good. So, like, there's so many holidays coming up. If you're planning for the holidays, it's time to get those. Like, we're behind for Valentine's Day because you want to stay um, at least 90 days ahead. And then you got Black History Month. If you're selling anything, well, it's not very much. I don't think they sell for Black History Month, but Valentine's Day, yes, definitely a thing. And then making sure that you have all those random days that people celebrate on the calendar, because there's a lot of them that people celebrate that should be on the calendar.
Yeah. And you can
Valentine's
get
Day is one of them.
Black History Month T-shirts because they sell good too.
They do. They
Yeah, they
really
sell
do.
good. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. They do. They do. And so I've been seeing some really, like, before a couple years, like I Am History, stuff like that. So, or I Am Black History or something like that. Those ones I've seen in the past that have done really
Thank you
well.
for coming, Miss Chris.
Thank you all for coming and joining us. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up.
All right.
And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. We're here on Sunday. This is the last Sunday of the year.
Yeah.
It has been a wonderful year. I hit my goal of
Miss
500
Julie.
people for 2024. See, again, if you like setting goals and you like having a vision board book to take with you, it's in the link. Get you one. It's on Amazon. Come on, join us. Because look, in my book, I'll show y'all next Sunday. I had written in there that I wanted to be at 500 people for 2025. We're almost at 600 and something now. I hadn't looked this weekend, but we're there. We're over 500. So guess what? Hey, we're keeping moving. Just keep it going.
Yep,
That's what we're
609.
doing.
609. Woo.
Awesome. So yes, so we are over goal for 2025. Now for next year. On to next year. So thank you all again for joining. We appreciate you all. On your way out, hit the thumbs up if you haven't already.
Yes. Thank you.
And next week, if you want to sew along with us, we are doing the Mondo bag. So look it up. It's by...
Oh, she put the link last week, 2 weeks ago in the group. So the link and everything for the Mondo information is in the group. I know Miss Shay Shay wanted it. I think it was Miss Joy. I'm not sure. Somebody else wanted it. But yes, in the group. She posted it 2 weeks ago.
Yep. So the Mondo bag, we're going to start. Yes, we're going to be working on that. It's by Quilt Smart. But it is called the Mondo bag. Now, if you decide you don't want to do the Mondo bag, there is a mini bag, which is smaller, that you can also do. So check it out. It's called the Mondo bag. We're going to start doing our Mondo bag piecing, cutting up the pieces and getting prepared, because half the battle when you're doing quilting is prep.
Yep.
Oh, I'm biased. The group is called Go Time, and I put a link a little bit further up in the chat, so you can check that out. But it's our group for the lives. So yes. All right, guys. Miss Linda, anything for the good of the people?
Nothing. Everybody have a good one. Happy New Year.
Oh, that's right. Well, we might see y'all before the New Year hit on Wednesday. We'll check it out, because I'm gonna be doing some stuff around the house.
Down in here with our Kool-Aid. Yeah.
Yes. I got water. But yes, we'll be doing something. So we may see y'all before the New Year's. But if we don't, Happy New Year's to everybody. And thank you again for joining us. We so appreciate you all for coming and hanging out with us on Sunday. If nothing else, we'll see you first Sunday of 2025.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Sunday Funday, oh so bright, stitching dreams in morning light, sewing fabric all day long. Thank you, watch us sing along. Great times here under the sun, threads and needles having fun. Live or replay doesn't fade. Appreciate this bond we've made. Thank you all for tuning in. On this Sunday, let's begin. Laughs and stitches hand in hand. Patchwork quilts and memories, crafting moments with such ease. Week ahead, let's keep the glow. All together, let love show. From every corner, near and far, join our circle, be a star. Grateful hearts and threaded ties, in our hands the future lies. Thank you all for tuning in. On this Sunday, let's begin. Laughs and stitches hand in hand. Join us, part of this grand band. Patchwork quilts